On August 25, 2018, a group of 7 federal candidates from Washington State gathered at the Secretary of State Elections Division office in Olympia, Washington, to request full and partial recounts of their individual races, which is their right according to Washington state law. It was a diverse group of political candidates from across the political spectrum, both primary winners and losers, men, women, and various ethnicities. The group had come together to request direct citizen oversight of the Washington state election system by random and unexpected recounts in order to verify the veracity of the reported counts or to bring to light any discrepancies.
We decided that based on Washington state law, we were able to request for a small fee partial recounts of these races. So we contacted others that we knew, other Senate candidates, other congressional candidates, and said, why don't we all do a few precincts around the state? And by this way, we're actually performing a citizen audit of the electoral system.
Today, I'm here at the Board of Elections here in Olympia, and we are asking for a recount. We're asking for clarification, transparency, and honesty in our elections.
I'm here because our elections are in crisis. If we do not have elections that are transparent, trackable, and verifiable, then the very essence of what elections should be are completely void of democracy.
My partners here, unfortunately, they got knocked out of the primaries. I did not get knocked out of the primaries. We won the primaries. I'm not, here because I'm a loser, or neither are they. I am here to make sure that there's no fraud going on, and our voting system is accurate.
I was impressed as I traveled around the state how many people said to me, unsolicited by me, that they have concerns about the integrity of our election system here in Washington state. And a lot of them said they're not sure if they should even vote because they feel like their vote may not matter. And even if there's no problem with the integrity of our elections, if a lot of people are feeling that way, it's time to take a look.
And that is the reason I'm here today. That is the reason we want to see a hand-counted vote and know what is going on in our state.
According to Washington state law, qualified candidates are allowed to request full or partial recounts of races they are in by filing a written request and paying a deposit of 15 cents per ballot for a machine recount or 25 cents a ballot for a hand recount. All the candidates opted for hand recounts, since the ease of hacking and modifying election totals on ballot counting machines is well documented. The candidates were informed at the time of filing that the cost for a recount could be greater or less than the deposit amount, and they could receive either a refund for overpayment or be responsible for covering any underpayment. At the very end of the business day on Friday, August 31st, before a 3-day holiday weekend, the candidates received emails from the Secretary of State informing them that the deposits they paid were, according to the counties, quote, a very small portion of the actual cost of the recount. Later that very day, one of the Senate candidates who had requested a recount of a single precinct in Pierce County with approximately 449 total votes was informed that his recount could cost over $13,000 instead of the approximately $112 he originally paid as a deposit. This equates to approximately $29 per each ballot counted, or a 12,000% increase over the estimated cost provided by the deposit amount requested by the Secretary of State's office.
We should not have to be here at the Secretary of State giving 1 cent, much less tens or hundreds or even thousands of dollars, to be able to verify our elections that we were candidates in. But that's not the case.
Unfortunately, none of us have the money required by Washington state statute to pay for such a recount. It would cost over $500,000 as an initial deposit, and there could be additional fees on top of that the individual counties would assess when they actually do the counts. None of our campaigns and none of us personally have access to that kind of capital. So we're requesting to the Secretary of State that they will waive the fees and do these statewide counts. And the congressional candidates are doing the same thing in their congressional districts.
We are told that we have to trust individuals, that it's being done as it's being said that it's done. And the truth is, elections should not be based on trust. Elections should be based on actual fact, verifiable systems.
Whoever you are, make sure that your vote matters. So please follow it, what we're doing here. We call this movement Revive. So we're going to very much revive the faith in the voting process. And please help us to stand up for you.